Hey everyone, welcome back to another Yelena Talks video. This is the series of lake reflections because I get to walk around this gorgeous lake, beautiful, and share things on my mind. Today's topic is jealousy. Oftentimes people look at jealousy as something that's super mean and cruel and toxic and vindictive, and I think of sometimes like dramatic crazy girls being jealous of one another. But if you look at it in the aspect of healing and well-being and growth, I look at the idea of jealousy as actually being something kind of positive. If you look at someone and you, let's say, desire what they have or who they are as a person, and if actually that is actually the desire that you have for yourself because you want that as well, I think that's actually a good thing. So let's talk about it. Let's say you see a girl out there having the time of her life. She's not afraid of photos. You know, let's say a guy asks what does she want or for a date or something, and she says, I love sushi and I would love to eat it by the waterfront and, you know, and have a sunset. You know, someone might look at her and be like, wow, she's this, she thinks she's that, who does she think she is? And in reality, that girl just might be a very free girl. And I'm not talking about like this toxic feminism stuff going on where it's like a girl's just being completely, you know, in some ways selfish and will drag guys out and make them serve them and then they disappear. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about a girl, a woman who's in touch with her feminine being, her body, her emotions, her desires, who can just say it, say what she wants, doesn't demand it, and she watches the world, people, friends, men actually want to give her the desires of her heart. And when she's rejoicing, like let's say a guy is able to take her out to this amazing date and have fun with her, then the hero gets activated in him, like he helped her, he solved something, she enjoyed it, and she had a great time. You know, I'm talking about like a more of a positive situation here. And so let's say myself or another girl, like we look at that girl and we're like, oh, she's who does she think she is? She's just selfish like this and she just says it how it is and da-da-da. Well, if we dig in, we might be surprised to find out that, again, what we're jealous of is just an illumination of what we desire within ourselves. So maybe we actually are jealous of someone because we desire to have the same confidence, the ability to speak up, to be, you know, selfish, but in like in a good way, right? Like, hey, here's what I desire. Like this, like not fake humble type of stuff. A woman who's not allowed to, or not afraid to speak up. Something that even I've been working on is speaking up and sharing what I desire. And I figured out that, gosh, for me it takes so much vulnerability. My nervous system makes it feel like it's like death if I like speak up and say a desire, because I come from a family background. You know, I don't know, you don't really speak up, and if you do, you get rejected or it's a no or whatever the reason. My point is my nervous system is now expanding and practicing, that's what that really means, doing something that I love. And so sometimes it's so much easier to be like, who is she? Look at her. I'm like jealous, even though people don't even admit that they're jealous when they're jealous. You could, you know, forever be this victim and suffer. Or you could say, well, why can't I have what she has? Okay, so like let's say we might look at her outfit and be like, you know, what is she wearing, blah blah blah. In reality, again, maybe we desire to be able to feel confident and fun and open, okay, and not be afraid of people's judgments. You guys get what I'm saying? So jealousy, just kind of a little mini reflection, it's not necessarily bad when you realize someone has something that you desire, and it gives you the opportunity and insight to work on yourself and start to work through whatever makes you think you can't have that as well. So like I said, again, the nervous system will have to be expanded. You have to put yourself out there. You have to speak up. You have to show up. You have to practice smiling. All of a sudden you have to like smile and make eye contact with people. Like, how else do you guys expect to show up? It's like this video I had not that long ago about if you want to change, two things are necessary. Number one, identify what is it that you don't like and what function has it served. So like let's say in your family you didn't want to stand up because then people looked at you as like you're not humble or you're too proud and you wouldn't have friends, and so you would tone it down and hide yourself. And now you're looking at people who are free and you desire to be like that. You can grow You could literally get coached by that girl, but your nervous system has to start to expand, and you have to practice doing things and showing up. And again, just like everything in you has to practice doing and putting yourself out there in terms of what you desire. So again and again, to end, watch your triggers. They're not always bad. They just oftentimes expose something that you don't think you have, which you do, because it's going to tap into, like, let's say wounds of unworthiness and I'm not lovable and it's scary to be seen, all of that. You can work through that. It takes time. Instead of being just flat out jealous, look at that person and say, what do they have that's inspiring me and encouraging me to experience the same amazing, beautiful thing, so that next time I can celebrate a person like them and rejoice and respect and have fun in my own life, and maybe even help other girls. So tune in, watch my other videos. This is an episode of Lake Reflections, and as always, if you want to dig into more deeper personal topics, help, coaching services, check out my talk shop. Click on the link in the comments, check it out. It's a subscription, $39.99 per month, and check it out. Hope to see you there.